Hello, good morning everyone. I am running late. I'm literally about to go into my hair appointment. I'm not running late. I still have like a couple minutes. Well, a minute. So this is gonna be really short. I have to run inside. But I'm at my hair appointment. This is about to be gone and I'm getting braids. The braids will be back. They're gonna be so cute. So you're gonna get a little before and after. But I wanted to take you along on my weekend and just bring you along with me. I'm not doing too much. Probably gonna try and do some reading. Continue to try and get out of this slump. So we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to say hi and for you to see, kind of the before we get to the after. But I gotta get inside because I literally have probably 30 seconds to get in there. It's right there, so I'm gonna be on time. But we'll talk after and you'll see the new braids. Hello, we're back. We've got the braids. They look so good. What time is it? It's 11:30, so it's actually shorter than I thought. It took about 4.5 hours. And they're stunning, gorgeous. I love them. I missed having the braids, so I'm glad they're back. But no other plans today, I don't think. I think I need to go clean my apartment because I think my sister might be coming over, potentially, so who knows. That happens, today might cut off and then I'll be like, oh, it's tomorrow, because I'm probably just gonna spend the rest of the night hanging out with her. But I feel like I kind of want to go to Sephora. I say that, I've been saying that for weeks and then just haven't done it. But I am also reading some things. What am I reading? Let's give you an update on that. I started, what is it called? First Lie Wins, I think is what it's called. I started that, not too far into it. I think I'm only like 3 chapters in. That's going fine. I'm enjoying it. That's going fine. I also started reading The Lost Reliquary, which is also very good. I'm only 3 chapters into it. I think I'm like 10% into it. Also enjoying it. Not much to say on that. I'm listening to my audiobook for my book club, which is When Women Were Dragons. I'm listening to the audiobook for that. That's going well. Irritating the hell out of me, like in a good way, because the men in this book suck ass, but it is going well. I think a lot of people in the book club have already finished it. Granted, we're not meeting until like mid-September and it's mid-August right now, so I have more than enough time to finish that. I have a few things out, audiobooks. Ooh, I need to go to no, I don't. I went to the library yesterday. I picked it up yesterday. Actually, I might need, well, no, because I put in a request for a book. That's probably not going to get there till today. So tomorrow, probably going to go pick it up. Maybe I should go to Barnes & Noble. I haven't been there in a minute. I haven't been there in so long. I know I said in my like TBR jar, that like I wasn't gonna buy books until I read at least 5 books from the TBR jar. I lied. I haven't been doing that. I lied to you guys. I'm so sorry, but like I haven't been doing that. Sorry. I like buying books and I'm not gonna stop. But yeah, I need to go get lunch. What I'm gonna eat, I don't know, but I'm starving because I didn't have breakfast. So I need to go do that, and then I probably, like I said, should go clean up my apartment. Maybe I should go make lunch. I have food at home that I could eat. I should be responsible and just go make my lunch. Because there's really nothing out here that I'm like, ooh, I really want that. All right, I'll go make myself lunch, go clean my apartment, listen to my audiobook, and then maybe we'll go back out and hang. Hello, we've had a few things. It looks like I haven't left the car since I last spoke to you. I did. I did in fact go home. I didn't stop for lunch. Well, I did stop for lunch. I got Raisin Cane's. I didn't make lunch at home. But I got lunch, and then I really wasn't gonna leave, but then I was like, ugh. I did have stuff to do. I had to go to the post office. I got like maybe 1 clip when I was in there because I wanted to send my friend a copy of Babel because I had 8 of them, and we were talking like a couple weeks ago and she mentioned that she loved Babel and she wanted to get a copy of it, and I mentioned that I had 8 copies, so like I said I'd send her one. And then she also mentioned that like she loves Fourth Wing, that she's obsessed with it. I think she said it's one of her favorite series. So I also sent her my my Fourth Wing set. So the first edition of Fourth Wing, the first edition of Iron Flame, the first edition of Onyx Storm. Because while I do really enjoy that series, and I feel like I have a video on this, and I think I gave most of them 5 stars because I really like them. I don't think I love them as much as she does. So I feel like I wanted someone who like really loves that series to have that, and I know so many people want that first edition of Fourth Wing, so I just put it in there for her because even I was like, I don't feel that upset about like not owning this series. I'm not that connected to it. I don't particularly care, even though I did enjoy it. So I'm gonna give it to her, and I hope that's like a nice little surprise for her. So I sent her Babel and Fourth Wing. I didn't even tell her I was gonna do that. I didn't think about doing it. It just kind of happened. So I hope she loves it. But that has been sent. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. I'll have to keep my eye on the tracking for that. And then what are we doing now? I'm gonna go to Barnes and Nobles. I feel like in every little vlog I do, I always go to Barnes and Nobles, but also like I don't know what else to do, and like I don't want to go home because I feel like I'm just gonna sit on my couch, even though I really should clean my apartment. I don't care. I don't want to. So I'm gonna go to Barnes and Nobles. Who knows? I don't know if my sister might text me and be like, hey, I want to come over. If she does, the Barnes and Nobles is pretty close to where she lives, so if we leave at the same time, we'll probably be back to my apartment at the same time. It'll be fine. But I'm gonna go there. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything. Actually, I probably will get something because there is stuff in my cart on my Barnes & Noble app. So I might get something there. And then, I don't know, just vibe out. Might get me a little fun drink sometime later today. We'll see. That's the plan. We're headed to Barnes, and you'll see clips of that. And then also when I'm reading, I should give you an update on that. I am rereading When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. I give it 3 stars the first time I read it, but I don't feel like I was really paying attention the first time I read it. So I'm I'm re-listening to that on audio, because I do also have the audio arc for, I think it's To Clutch a Razor, which is the second book. I don't know if they're connected. I think they are connected. I want to say we're following the same main character. I mean, we're following the same family. So I have an audio for that. So I'm probably going to finish One of My Crows today or tomorrow. And then I want to finish To Clutch a Razor also in this vlog. So you'll get my update on that, and then this new one that's coming out. I want to say it comes out September, October. I'm fully guessing. I actually have really no idea, so I'll probably put the date on the screen when I figure it out. But yeah, I'm not too far into this reread. I'm literally like maybe half an hour to an hour into this audiobook. Granted, it's only 5 hours, so it's not super long, but I'll update you when I have more thoughts on it. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I really want to like it more this time around, even though I did give it 3 stars last time, so I didn't dislike it, but I don't feel like I really was like super into it, and I feel like I really want to like it. So we'll see. I'll continue listening to it on my way to Barnes, and then we'll probably talk after I get out of Barnes, and I'll give you an update on what I bought, if I buy anything, which I think we all know I will. Hello, I'm back home. As you can see, it is the same day. I just had to change my shirt because the high today is 103 and I'm sweating my ass off, so I needed something a bit more. Here's my t-shirt. I just literally threw it behind me, but figured now was a good time for the haul, because I did also end up stopping at the library because one of my holds came in. But first and foremost, you saw that I picked up The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. I've seen this a lot and I've heard it's good. Really have no idea what it's about, but I literally saw one TikTok about it like 2 days ago, and I was like, actually I really want to read that immediately, and like my library didn't have it, so I picked it up. I almost grabbed that copy of Thursday Murder Club, because I have read Thursday Murder Club. I've read the first 2 books. I think that's an audiobook for both, and I felt kind of about it, so I wanted to reread it, especially as the show's about to come out. But I figured if I'm gonna reread it, and knowing I felt the first time around, I'll borrow it from the library again. That way I don't, accidentally buy something and then I like it, because I'm trying to be better about that. And then I wanted to get a copy of Done and Dusted, but they didn't have that. They only had, I think, the last 2 books in the series in store, which sucks. So what I did get was Cash by Jessica Peterson. Again, I saw another TikTok on this one where they recommended this, like if you had finished reading whatever the Elsie Silver one is, Chestnut Springs, yeah, if you finished reading that one and then like you wanted more cowboy romances, this one's good. I think this is an Enemies to Lovers, and I think this just got traditionally published, because I was seeing what the old cover looked like. honestly, I like this cover more, and I love how it feels. It's like a soft velvety matte. Although granted, this one usually tends to show, you have any sort of like grease or oil on your fingers, it shows up. But like this one's pretty good. I don't see anything. But this seemed fun. And then I finally picked up a copy of Lessons in Chemistry. I'm not the biggest fan of this cover. I really wish they would have stuck with the regular cover. I mean, I kind of like this part, but I kind of liked the salmon. Granted, I know the author does not really like that cover, so maybe she likes this one more. So that's nice. But I've literally heard nothing but good things about this book for literally ever. So I figure it's finally time for me to pick this up and see what the hype is about and finally give it a chance. And I'm pretty sure there's a show for this too. I literally never watch adaptations. Like, even though I said the Thursday Murder Club adaptations, I might watch that because Helen Moran's in that and I love her and I feel like she'll be really funny in that role. So I still might watch that, but I'm terrible at watching adaptations. I just tend to not like them. I mean, not that I don't like them, I'm just never interested in watching it. Like, I feel like the things that I like to read aren't necessarily what I want to watch, and vice versa. So I don't ever really end up watching a lot of adaptations. And then from the library, my hold for, stick that off, Realm Breaker finally came in. Again, this is one I think I saw Victoria Aveyard make a TikTok about this series and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And she talked about the enemy, like the villains get married for like political gain or some shit, or like just for their own selfish reasons, and I think they eventually fall in love. But I'm pretty sure she said like, I don't think this first book has any romance, which I don't really care about. I love like a little slow burn, I love a whatever. So we'll see how this goes. Although I have heard that this book is boring, so that's kind of scary, but I hope it's not. I hope I enjoy it. But anyways, I got this, and then I did also get a copy of The Ministry of Time, which I've been wanting to read this for forever. I did get a copy of this once before, but it was the large print edition, and for some reason I really don't like reading large print, so I ended up just returning it. But I do finally have a copy of this, so hopefully maybe I'll read this. This is another one that's been, at least at the time, getting a lot of hype. I don't really hear anything about it anymore, but I do want to eventually get to this. And what's crazy is the amount of library books that I have. I'll show you, one sec. This is the stack of library books I'm currently working with, which is just absolutely insane. I definitely need to return some of these. Out of this whole stack, I've only read the two at the bottom, The Devil in the Dark Water and Harriet Tubman live in concert. Will I be getting to all of these? I don't know. Who knows? These two at the top are my two newest acquisitions. So maybe I'll get to these. Maybe I'll get to none of them. I don't know. But this stack, plus my two over there, is actually insane. But other than that, I did stop at 7-Eleven because your girl was almost on E. So I also got myself a little big gulp, and then I bought some peach rings from Trolleys, and I'm satisfying my Gushers addiction because I got 2 packs of these. I genuinely, I think, have an addiction to Gushers. I cannot control myself with these. These are like the one thing that I will just eat and eat and eat to the point where I make myself sick and then still continue to eat them. So like, I literally have no self-control, but I love them so much. And I went years without eating them because I knew how bad I was with them, but like I would not allow myself to eat them. And now every couple of months I'll partake where I'll just like binge and gorge myself on it. And then I take some time off. I control myself. I try to not eat them as much, but anyways, for now, I'm probably home for the rest of the day. It's like 4:40, going on 5. So what I'm gonna do is probably put on my headphones and try and finish When Among Crows, and then maybe start To Clutch a Razor. We'll see. That's what I want to finish up. And then I do want to see if I can really try and make some headway in these library books, because this stack is insane. I need to return those two and then finally just pick one and like go through it and get it done. And like I really want to dedicate time to that, but then I also really want to try and like read what I own. However, I have been in such a slump for literally the longest time that I've pretty much just been reading off Kindle Unlimited, and they've been hitting. They have been. I've mostly been doing a lot of like why choose romances. I haven't really liked any of them. I think I've given all of them like 3 stars. They're getting me to read, so a win's a win. I'll take it. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put my headphones, finish When Among Crows, start To Clutch a Razor. I'll probably update you when I'm done with When Among Crows, give you my updated thoughts, hopefully more positive thoughts than the last time I read it. And then we'll regroup after that. Update, it's like 2 minutes later. I've already eaten the first bag. So, I will be trying to save this till tomorrow. It won't make it past the weekend, but I can't help myself. Hello, it is obviously much later. I'm in bed. I've just taken my nightly shower and I'm getting cozy. But I wanted to give you an update on One Among Crows before I get started on To Clutch a Razor. I'm probably going to listen to a little bit of it in bed as well. But I can confirm I did enjoy this more the second time around. I think I'm going to bump my original rating from a 3 to a 4-star. I think my only complaint is that honestly I wish it was longer. I really kind of wish this was a full-length novel. I feel like it would have been really good as a full-length novel. I don't think I ever really told you what this book was about, and I don't really want to go to too much detail as to what it is about, because with it being a novella, I feel like you kind of need to go into it kind of blind. At least that's how I feel about most novellas. But it's a kind of Slavic folklore-inspired novel, an urban fantasy that takes place in Chicago, and we're following this one character who's kind of trying to find something. Keep it at that. But I really enjoyed it, and honestly I'm so glad I reread it because I really didn't remember the end. Which is crazy because obviously it's pretty short. It's 160 pages, but I did not remember that ending really at all. I remember pretty much right up to it, but there's a chunk at the end I'm oh, I completely forgot that happened. So thank God I did reread it. So now I'm ready to go into Clutch a Razor, and I'm really interested to see where we go from here, especially with certain characters. I'm going to just see what happens. I read the synopsis of To Clutch a Razor, so I'm ready to see kind of what the fallout from the first novella is going to be. But I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be interesting. And this is the second Veronica Roth I've ever read. The only other book I've read for her was Divergent, and I only read the first book in that series. I never finished it. So it's been a minute since I've read a Veronica Roth, because I read that, I don't know, maybe my sophomore year of high school. So and I would have been 13, 14, 15. It's been well over a decade since I've read a Veronica Roth book. And I'm glad I reread this one because it was really good, and I do like To Clutch a Razor. And I feel, depending on how much I like To Clutch a Razor, I might get a physical copy of both. I think I do own One Among Crows. I think it's just in Florida at my parents' house, because I do have some stuff still there. I think I do want a copy of One Among Crows now that I'm thinking about it. I need to go back. I took some pictures of the books I had there, because there was books on a shelf that I was those were kind of my most recent purchases I had when I left there. I knew those were ones that I was not gonna remember if I bought them or not. So I'm pretty sure I actually do have a copy. I hope I didn't get rid of it, because it could have been that I read it and when I went back I was oh well, I only gave it 3 stars, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't know. I need to check some of my photos. But I think I own a copy of One Among Crows, so I might go pre-order To Clutch a Razor, because I did really enjoy that first one. But yeah, I think those are all my thoughts on it. There's not much else to update you on. I'm gonna probably listen to some of that. Who knows? I want to see if I can try and read a couple chapters of Babel, because I do want to try and make an effort to finish this before Catapsis comes out in 2 weeks. So maybe I can. I'm 40% of the way through. I don't remember. It's been so long since I was reading this that I low-key forgot what half of my tabs mean. I have a, what is it called? Key in the front. Thank God I did that. But sometimes, I don't like having to continuously flip back and forth, so I just need to get in the groove, remember what each one means without having to look back at it. But I want to hopefully finish this, and I think I might try and immersively read this. So maybe might do a couple chapters of this, but I have successfully trained myself that once I get into bed, that's it. It's my bed's to sleep. So I don't really ever do anything in my bedroom other than when I'm in here to sleep. And then obviously I'll hang out. I'll sit in bed for maybe an hour or 2 in the morning if I'm just kind of lazing around, I have nothing to do. And then before bed, obviously I'm on my phone and stuff. But other than that, I'm pretty much always out in my living room. So now anytime I get into bed and I lay down to read, your girl's out like a light. So I don't know how far I will get into either listening to my audiobook or trying to read Babel, or I think maybe I just might pick up another arc that I'm reading on my phone. We'll see. But that's it for tonight. I will see you guys in the morning when I get ready for my Pilates class. Good night. Good morning, everybody. It is 7:45 a.m. I'm on my way to my 8 a.m. Pilates class. I'm running a bit late, which isn't totally true. When I say I'm running late, I'm still gonna be there 10 minutes early. The way my Pilates class, the studio set up is that the previous class ends and there's a 10-minute window between each class. So I like to get there a little bit before the 10-minute window. Getting there exactly the 10-minute window, I feel stresses me out. Because also I want to pick the machine I want to be on. I'm on my way there. I have not done much this morning. I woke up and then I walked out the door. I feel like I'm still kind of waking up. I feel like I kind of sound like I'm still waking up, low-key. But you're up bright and early. I'm doing a Cadillac 101, which is different from like the reformer classes that I normally take. And I've been doing pretty good at it. I'm pretty sure my instructor, the way he runs the class is that it's very similar to like the regular athletic Cadillac class. It's just he gives us a couple extra breaks. So I feel like maybe I'll stop doing the Cadillac 101s and like get right into the like, I don't know, because it's like a beginner class and I used to have it be intermediate maybe. I don't know. But I can probably get to it. It's just, I really want to work on my grip strength, because if you've seen anything with like Cadillac, you do a lot of like hanging. So I really want to get into that and see if I can like really hold on. And my sister told me, because normally I use the little grippies that they give you to be able to hold on, because sometimes I feel like my hands are sweaty and like the pole's metal, so I was like, okay, what if I like slip? But she takes another Cadillac 101 class during the week. I only take the one on Saturdays with her, but she has another one on Wednesdays, and her instructor in that one mentioned that I guess a lot of times when you use the grippies, you can't really tell when you're slipping until it's too late. And I was like, oh, that's a really good point. And obviously, like, when you don't use the grippies, even though it feels like harder, because like it kind of is, because you're not getting the assistance, you're working on your grip strength at least. So like if you keep doing it, it's gonna build up and you're gonna eventually be able, hopefully, to hold on. I didn't start to clutch a razor last night. Sorry. I was just so tired. Like I told you, I have like trained myself. As soon as I'm in bed, I start to scroll for like 2 minutes and I'm out. I'm just so tired. And like, if I start dozing, like I can't keep reading. I don't know what it is. Like reading tired for me just isn't a thing. I don't want to read when I'm sleepy, because like I'm not paying attention. Like I'm dozing in like the phone. You know, when you're falling asleep with your phone, it's like falling into your face. I'm like, I will just put the phone down or do something else. I'm like, I can't read when I'm tired. But anyways, about to pull up, about to head to Pilates, and we shall talk afterwards. Out of Pilates, about to head home now to shower and everything. But do you know what's so annoying? I showed you yesterday that I got, what did I get? I picked up my copy of Lessons in Chemistry from Bonnie Garmis, and my library hold for it just came in today. I was waiting forever for that fucking book, and I originally got it, but I accidentally, for some reason, got the Spanish version, so I returned that and then put in another request, and it took literally forever for me to get it. And then when I decided to finally just fucking buy it, literally, I get the fucking book the next day. Make that shit make sense. This person's mad close to me. All right, we're about to leave. I can't tell if she's crooked or I'm crooked. All right, she's parked. Cool, we're leaving. We're gonna get back home, and I'm going to actually finally start to clutch a razor, and then hopefully finish that today. That one is a bit longer than the other book I was reading. One Among Crows. I think it's like 100 pages longer, because One Among Crows was like 160 something pages, and To Clutch a Razor is like 250. And the audiobook's like 5.5 hours, which isn't like a long audiobook, but it's longer than the other one. I can still definitely finish it in like a day. We'll see if I get that done today. I want to, because I want to give you my thoughts on this. And I am looking forward to it. Also, I didn't read any more Babel. I feel like I told you I was going to do that last night. I read pretty much nothing last night. I think I read a couple chapters of Prince Material, which is another arc that I'm not super enjoying right now. I think it's like a 3-ish star. It's fine. And honestly, I feel like if I wasn't an arc and I wasn't reading it, I would just DNF it. And it's not that I like never DNF'd an arc before. I'm sure many of you have seen in my other arc videos, I've DNF'd many an arc. But this one isn't bad enough that I want to DNF it. Like, I'm not disliking it. I'm just kind of like, you know? So if it was like a regular book that I got for like Kindle Unlimited, I would have put it down by now. But I'm still reading my way through it. I'm like 35% of the way into it. I'm probably gonna try and finish it because it's in the ARC. You don't get a page number because I think technically they're PDFs when they send it to you. So in Kindle, at least it doesn't give you a PDF, or it doesn't give you a page number. The ARC, at least on Goodreads, it says it's like 240 pages, 260, I think. And so I'm like 30% of the way through, so which I don't know, it's like 100 something pages probably, maybe. I don't know. I'm not doing that. So I'm at least a good chunkish of the way into it. I do want to commit to finishing it. There are parts that I'm enjoying, and I do think it's got, like, their banter can be pretty funny. It's just my current issue now, and I think it's going to continue to be an issue, is that I don't feel like the relationship was built up very well. Like I was saying, sorry, I've parked now, but I don't feel like this relationship was built up very well in this book so far, at least. I definitely think it could have been done better. It's just like we're being told that they're getting closer, and I haven't seen that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not experiencing like, oh, I can see why like they're really into each other, even though like both their characters are cool. I just don't feel like the characters are built up well, so the relationship hasn't really been built up well. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. It's fine though. Everything's fine. It's going fine. Solidly fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna shower, get dressed, and then figure out what I'm gonna do for the day. I feel like I should get out of the house, but I don't know what to do outside of my house. We'll see. Hello, we're back. I've showered, I'm changed, as you can see. And I think my plan for today is to, one, I need to edit, because obviously this vlog needs to go up. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get the sunscreen out of my brows for when I put product in it. I need to start editing this, because I want to hopefully not have to be up until midnight to get this thing posted, which I don't foresee this being super long, but who knows? I'm a yapper, I talk a lot. But I also want to see if maybe I can go to Sephora. And now that I'm saying that, I'm forgetting why I wanted to go to Sephora, but I did. But who knows, maybe I'll just go to Ulta, because I think Ulta's closer, but it is also a Saturday, so it's probably gonna be busy. And on my brows right now, I'm testing out this, I think it's pronounced MCO. I've been saying MCO, but this MCO Beauty brow thing, which is basically a dupe for the Refi one, which I think I've wiped off all the things on it, which I've been using the Refi one for a while, and I like it, but I'm pretty sure she's expensive. And the MCO Beauty is obviously, it's like a drugstore, so it's definitely cheaper, and it's basically literally the exact same implement. I don't know if the product is the exact same. I mean, it looks the exact same to me. White, but it dries clear, and it seems to be holding down my brows pretty well, but they're pretty much the same. Like this top part on here, they're both pretty much the same. I don't know. I'll see how it lasts. I'll see how it holds up throughout the day, but who knows? This might be my new clear brow gel. I'm going with this NYX Lift and Snatch eyebrow pen. I like one of these instead of a like pencil, just because I feel like this just mimics hair strokes, which is what I prefer. But even I'm planning on leaving the house at some point, and I'm wearing this fucking long sleeve. I'm pretty sure the high today in Vegas, it's probably something in the hundreds. It always is. I think we're getting somewhat lucky where it's like 97 out today, and I say 97, you're like, that's still hot for Vegas in the summer. That's cool, or cooler at least. I feel like I'm like a fall person to my core, because literally, why am I wearing a long sleeve and it's 100-something degrees outside? I like wearing long sleeves. I do. I love a hoodie. I'm such a big hoodie person. I'm always in one, and it honestly annoys me that I cannot go outside in a hoodie. But like literally the second I step outside, immediately sweat. I'm probably gonna sweat in this, but I'm hoping once I like crank my AC to 100, it'll be fine. I don't know if you want to see this part of me putting on my eyeliner, but we're not really doing, oh, I got eyelash mat. Not really doing any makeup today. I'm just filling in my brows a bit, put on some eyeliner in my waterline, because I really like that. I know some people don't like it because it makes their eyes smaller. I feel like I have pretty round eyes, so I kind of like it. And then some mascara. I'm just not feeling, actually, I do need to go to Sephora because I need a new concealer. This one's basically empty. It's dry, so I do need to get that. And then I think I want to go and look into some perfume because I am into perfume, but like every now and then I get like really into just like looking up perfumes and seeing what's good. I bought 4 samples from Sephora's site that hopefully will be here in a couple days. And I want to go in and like smell some more, maybe get some more samples, because as much as like I also want to like buy the big bottles, every time I go to like commit to buying a bottle, I see that price tag in my cart and I'm like, oh my god, that's so much money. Also, I feel like these last literally forever. Even the little samples last pretty long, because I'll show you what I've got. I've got, was this 5 samples here? And I've had these for like years at this point, so like they've lasted a bit. My missing person one is empty. I'm pretty sure this spilled a bit, but this one's empty. I really liked this one though. I know some people like it's hit or miss for them. I really love this. I feel like, oh yeah, it's such a nice like everyday kind of scent, I feel like, especially with Clean Reserve as well. This is Fleur's Missing Person. I think I don't know if I said that. And then Clean Reserve Skin, another perfect everyday like just clean scent. 10 out of 10. I would wear these all the time when I like went to work. This is one like Missing Person is one that I want a full bottle of, but yeah, it's expensive. I would get a full bottle of Clean too. Let's see, this Billie Eilish perfume, amazing. Like such a good vanilla. I know one sec, this one from Finery is like a dupe, which it is pretty much a dupe, but I don't think, oh my god, I just threw this cap at me. I don't think it is, like it lasts very long because it is like an affordable option, but it still is. If you want the Billie Eilish perfume without the price tag, this is a good option. And then I have this Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like it's a bit too masculine for me, and I love like wearing cologne. Going back and forth. I have this cologne from Zara. I love this. This has like vanilla and rum notes. 10 out of 10, recommend this. I think it's so amazing. It's perfect for fall. And I got it from Zara, so it wasn't too expensive. But also like, because it's from Zara, it doesn't exactly have like staying power, but it does smell amazing. 10 out of 10, that's what I'm gonna wear today, as you can see. This Wood Sage Sea Salt, I just feel like it's a bit too masculine for me. I don't know, but I'm smelling it now with the Zara one, and it does complement well, so maybe this would be good to layer. And then I think my favorite out of all of them, I've still got a good portion amount left, but Milk Commodity, Milk from Commodity, the expressive one. I love this. This one's, and I know like milky perfumes have been like pretty big. I feel like on TikTok, there's a creator who's been like trying to find like milk perfumes, and she just created one with milk. And I bought a like discovery kit so I could get a free sample and see if I could smell that and see how I like it, because it's milk orchid, so I think it has a bit more flowery notes on top of the lactonic scents. As you can see, I'm getting really into like the perfume side of it. I'm using all these perfumery words, which before now I didn't know, but like now I feel like I love a good perfume and I want one that's gonna last. So the ones I bought from Sephora, I think I bought YSL Libre, 2 from Forever Mood, because one of them had rum notes, and like I said, I was really like this and I figured out I had rum notes, so I wanted to try that one. And then the new one, which is like a pistachio one. And then I think I bought it's another milk one. I can't remember the brand, but it's another like milk perfume. I'll put it up if I can find it. So I'm excited for those, and I want to get some more because like these 2 are empty. This one is almost empty. Well, actually Clean is almost empty. I've got a little bit left. Basically almost at this. I've pretty much got a full thing of this, and I think I'm like halfway through the milk one. But Missing Person is gone, and I feel like I do. Now that I'm smelling this, I'm like, I need to restock on this. I need it. This needs to happen. And this one has staying power for me. This one I feel like lasts for hours. But yeah, that's the plan. I can't still remember. Oh yeah, I'm going to Sephora. I need concealer, and I might buy some perfumes. And then also I'm gonna continue to listen to, or start listening to, the Clutch to Razor whenever. And then I'm gonna get some lunch, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna vibe together. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the day takes us. But that's probably what's gonna happen today. I'll see you later. Hello. You're quite close to me, but I don't want to put you up on the dash because that's where the sun's coming in, so my phone will overheat. It's currently overheating, but it's gonna overheat even more if I put it up there. But just left Sephora. I did also stop at Bath and Body Works, which I did record. I didn't record shit in Sephora because I forgot. But currently at the library because I'm going to be returning The Devil in the Dark Water and Harriet Tubman Live in Concert because I did read these two. I still have my massive stack. And then my whole dimension for Lessons in Chemistry came in, so I'm probably just gonna like return that while I'm here because I already own it. So there's no point in me bringing home another thing that I've already bought. But I just thought I'd show you real quick what I got at Sephora. So like I said, I needed a new concealer from Kosas. If you're curious, I'm 8.8 neutral. That's pretty much my exact skin tone. And then I got another Summer Friday lip balm. I have joy in like the lip balm cult. I kind of love these. I'm wearing the, I think it's pink guava one right now. So I'm excited to have this one's just clear vanilla. Yeah, that smells nice. This will be good for fall. We'll put that in my bag. And then I got 3 testers. Well, a bunch of testers, but I got 2 like small testers. I got Burberry Her, which I tried in store, and then Black Opium over Red because I already have the regular Black Opium. And this one was very nice. These are 2 that I've seen suggested. And I thought they smelled amazing. And then some that I didn't smell, but like it was a full set, was this one from Juliet Has a Gun. And I'm pretty sure this one's not a perfume up here, and they have like a bunch of different tester ones. This one was $30. So I thought I'd give it a try. I'm pretty sure I have tried not a perfume and I like it, I think. So I thought I'd give the rest of the set a try. And then eventually I'm gonna come back and like bite the bullet and buy a full size of something. Probably one of these. And then I also really tested out the YSL Libre Intense again, and I loved it. Because here's the thing, I could have sworn that I tried most of these at like Sephora, at Ulta. I remember smelling them and not liking them, especially Libre Intense. I feel like it smelled like Old Lady when I tried it the first time. And then now it's been like probably, I don't know, a year since then. I think it smells amazing. So I don't know if maybe I'm just an old lady now and I like it, but I thought it was amazing. And then Burberry Her, I'm gonna put this on right now because I know you saw me put on some earlier, but like I already can't smell it. Like, so the Zara Prime is lovely, but it has no longevity, nothing, and not really great projection either. So I'm gonna see how this holds up. I only put 2 spritz on my neck, so we'll see how that works out. And then let's open up the Black Opium over Red. Oh, that's stunning. This one also smells beautiful. And we're getting into fall, so I'm excited to be wearing one of these. All right. Ooh, they're glass. Gotta be careful with those. All right. I'm gonna go in to the library, return my books, and then I'm probably gonna go grab lunch. I feel like I want Jimmy John's. I want to get me a sandwich. And then we're gonna head back to the apartment, do some editing, finally listen to this damn book, and then, I don't know, wrap up the day. It's still pretty late. It's noon, but we've got some time. We've got a lot to do today. Not really, but I will talk to you when I'm back home, as I don't think I'm gonna have any updates between now and then. Hello. So we are through 50% of To Clutch a Razor. So I thought I'd give you a little update. I was listening to it, not as I was editing, because I need to actually hear what I'm editing to edit, but as I was doing my thumbnail for this. So you got a little sneak peek to that. Well, no, because you would have seen it before you started the video. Anyways, To Clutch a Razor. Let me scooch over. I can put the book up over here. I am really enjoying this so far. I think I even like it more than When Among Crows. Obviously, I can't really tell you what is going on with this because this is a sequel, and this does really pick up kind of a little bit after the events of the last book, so it is really a true sequel. And this one, I think we're focusing more on familial relations, which I like seeing that kind of aspect and that focus, that sort of turn in the plot. I really am enjoying it. It's carrying on from what we had before, and like I said, I think this does kind of help with the fact that I did want the book to be longer. So this really is just kind of giving me more from what we had in that first one. So I love that. I'm having a brown butter cookie that I got at Whole Foods. I dropped my phone on it right here and smushed it. So there's chocolate on my phone. But I'm just really enjoying this book. It's going very, very well. I don't think there's much else I can tell you. It's very good so far. 10 out of 10. Still a quick read. I think it's the same with voice actors from the first one. They sound the same. I didn't look it up in either book, so I don't know. But I'm really, really enjoying it. And we're getting, I think, one additional POV than we had from the last book, because the last one had 3 POVs, and I think we've got a 4th one in this one, which is nice, because again, it leans more into that familial aspect of and what's going on with that and kind of how this affects events from the first book. And I'm interested to see where this goes. There's a lot of things in play, and I'm assuming some action's gonna start soon. Maybe some sad things are gonna happen, maybe some good things, I don't know, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Honestly, I foresee this having another sequel. Like, with the way things are going, I just feel like this is one of those things where it could be like Wayward Children or like Murderbot, where it's just like a series of novellas and like it just keeps expanding. That's what I really hope for this, because I would eat this up. I would read literally all of those. I feel like this could be a really long series. Like, if you just kept going, I feel like that'd be really, really good. Which, I don't know if Veronica Roth is already planning on doing that or not, or if there's any talks about that happening. I need to like look this up, because I feel like that would be really fun. Because Wayward Children is up to like 11 now, and I think Murderbot has like 8 or 7 now. They both have a lot, so I think this could be in the same vein of that, just like a full series of novellas following these characters. And I would eat it up. I would love it. Ignore that. I have chocolate on my hand from my cookie because my phone just fell and knocked everything over. But I feel like I had something else I wanted to say, but then my phone fell and it distracted me and I don't remember what the hell I was going to say. But anyways, it's going well so far. I'm really enjoying this book. I do want to try and wrap this vlog up soon because I'm currently editing, as you saw, and I'm already at 40 minutes. So we're probably, the next clip after this, when I give you my final thoughts on To Clutch a Razor as a whole, is going to be the end of this vlog, because we've been here for too long already and I need to shut up. All right, we're back with my final thoughts on what To Clutch a Razor. This ate. This was so good. I feel like it really expanded on what we did in the first book and just made it so much better. It was so good. There's for sure going to be a sequel. Like, this is going to be a series. With the way that ended, I'm clocking it. There's for sure a series. I could be wrong, but like, there's no way you end it here and it's like, yeah, that's it for the story. There's more to come. We're gonna get more. And it was so good. I loved it. I loved it so much. There's a relationship in this too that like we see kind of in book 1, gets expanded on in book 2. It was so good. I think I'm giving it a 5-star. I feel like I kind of have to. Like, I loved this. This ate. This was so good. And honestly, all my thoughts from before still stand. And like, things did really kick off in that second half. We got a lot more action. We got a lot more emotions. Very, very good. I already want book 3. I want it. I need it. I'm sure there's zero announcement about it because this one isn't even out. But so for sure, definitely pre-ordering a copy. Gonna double check. Still haven't figured out if I own a copy of When Among Crows. I'm almost like 95% sure I do. I still might buy another copy because that one's in Florida and I want the set now here in my hands. So I'll just sell that one later or give it to the library, whatever, whichever one. But 10 out of 10, I do recommend this. If you haven't read When Among Crows, get to it. Definitely read it. I thought it was really good. I think it was a great intro to this world, solid 4-star read. And To Clutch a Razor was even better. It built upon what we'd already started in the first book and continued on from there, and it just made it so much better, and I loved it so much. But that is finally it for today's video. I have been yapping for far too long. I hope you enjoyed spending my weekend with me. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!